Hey everybody, we just left the movie theater from watching the new Marvel comic movie Venom, and we decided that we would jump in the studio and do a movie review because we haven't been here for a while and we are excited to be back.
And we've missed y'all. We have missed giving you our thoughts on the latest movies, and we could not wait to see this movie. As y'all all know, we are huge Marvel comic fans. He's the biggest one in the house, the biggest Marvel comic fan. So I'm going to let you go ahead and start it off and tell everybody what made you want to see Venom and and just give, a little bit about the movie.
Okay, well, I am a big Marvel comic fan. I don't know a whole lot about the character Venom. I do know that he is normally like a nemesis to Spider-Man, and we decided that we'll get out and go see the movie and let you guys know whether you should go see it or not.
I will say that what really intrigued me about the movie is the villain. From the previews that we saw, I think that made me like, okay, we gotta see this, But it was a little more comical than I thought, than I thought it would be. It was very funny, and the character played Venom, played by Eddie Brock.
Eddie Brock was the character's name.
Brock.
But the guy who played Eddie Brock was Tom Hardy.
Yeah, and he was a little goofy. He was a little goofy.
Yeah.
Which I didn't expect. I didn't expect that. But he was definitely kind of on the goofy side,
And he had this thing going back and forth with him and Venom. They were always talking to each other and making little small jokes and things like that. So it was kind of funny throughout the movie.
Food.
Wait a minute.
I'm hungry.
We're doing a review. Chill. So anyway, as I was saying, and before we were interrupted, Venom and Eddie Brock goes back and forth talking to each other, and I guess you can say the bad guy was Drake, Dr. Drake. He was this billionaire guy, had a lot of money, He pretty much sent off these rockets into space. They came back with extraterrestrial life forms, and this is how the story began to unfold.
Yep, and you know what? Since you got into it, you have got to do the voice. So, Eddie Brock, who was the Venom and Eddie Brock, because he had this, this inside voice.
Kind of like a split personality type thing going on.
You got to do the voice. There was a voice that would come out sometimes. It was really funny that.
Yeah, sometimes they would walk around and you just hear a voice like, food.
You got
hungry, so it's kind of comical. It may not be as funny as, with us saying it, but if you see it, it's a little more funny. But anyway, the special effects was awesome.
Yes, good job.
The action was great. I do feel that it was a little delayed. Me, I hate movies that build up slowly. And it started off really good. It grabbed my attention. But then it started to slow down. And she actually fell asleep in the theater, to be honest. So
I did. I fell asleep towards the end of the movie, I think. Right? A little in the middle and the end. Because like you said, it was kind of slow. I mean, for it to be an action movie, for it to be a Marvel comic movie, it was kind of slow, so I did fall asleep. I missed some good points.
It started out interesting. It slowed down. Once the action got going and picked up, it got back. It grabbed my attention again. Action is always good to keep you on the edge of your seat, wanting to see more of what's going to happen next. The villain, Drake, actually got taken advantage of by one of the extraterrestrial life forms, and he became something similar to Venom. I can't think of his name, but he was pretty badass, But it was good, but I just think that it could have been better. But maybe to be Venom's own movie, they did a good job. I would just like to see where they go from here. So as an introduction movie to the character, it was interesting to see. If you like Marvel comic movies, you may like it. And if you're not really into Marvel Comics and you just want to see a decent movie, then it may or may not be for you.
Yeah, because the acting was good. I thought the acting was very good.
I think
We've
so.
seen Tom Hardy in a couple of other films, and we liked him in the other ones, and I think he did good. He's, from the other movies that we've seen him in, he had that kind of same character to me.
Same character, same personality. Same style.
It was good. I definitely did enjoy it, and like he said, the only con that I had to it was that it was a little slow. It didn't, hit you right away like with other action movies that we've seen, like the Avengers and things. They start off with a lot of action. This one did not. Wouldn't you say? It was kind of, it started off slow, but the action parts, I did wake up then when I saw him, like, handling business and, fighting and things. I woke up then, but when it got slow, my eyes got low. I mean, what can I say?
Yeah. At the end, the way they, the fight between Venom and the other extraterrestrial life form, it was a pretty good fight. Yeah, she slept through it, but it was a pretty good fight, but it was short-lived. Mm-hmm. And then the way he killed the bad guy, I think that they maybe could have, added more to it or whatnot. But like I said, it's an introduction movie. Some of you may like it, some of you may not. The critics gave it a low score at 33%, but the viewers gave it a higher score at 88%. So, like they always say, you have to get out and see it yourself to determine if you like it.
And what do you give it? Are you on the critic side or the viewers?
Yeah, I'm kind of critical about movies. I really like to see movies put together well. So instead of a thumbs up or a thumbs down, I'm going to give it a thumbs sideways. It was right there in the middle. So thumbs sideways, that's what they get from me. Hey, I'm just being honest. That's my take on it.
And I guess, I fell asleep. That's definitely not a good sign.
Right.
So, and like I mentioned earlier, it was a little more comical than I thought it would be. I didn't know he was going to be that goofy. He has this tough guy look, but he was kind of goofy.
And then some of the comedy was funny, but some of the comedy was corny. So it was just like, some of it, they could have held out on some of it, and
how can we miss out on mentioning his love interest? He had a love interest played by Michelle Williams.
Michelle Williams, and her name was Anne. And
he lost
Drake
the girl.
What was Drake's name? It was
Riz
Ahmed. So sorry for not calling you guys out.
I think he's a new actor though.
Yeah, well, you get your kudos. Riz Ahmed and Michelle Williams.
She's a known actress, so we totally forgot about her. She did a good job. She, you gotta watch the movie. You gotta go see it. But I think I'll give it a halfway.
A halfway? Thumb sideways?
Halfway.
Yeah. So she gives it a little more of a thumbs up than I do. I give it a thumb sideways. Knock it out.
I like that. And honestly, mine should be a thumb sideways because I fell asleep.
Yeah, she fell asleep. That's a little iffy anyway. But to the movie's defense, anything after 9 o'clock, she falls asleep. So
I do. So
what can you say?
But that's in the same token, that's kind of a good sign that I didn't fall asleep like so soon. Since it was not a matinee. We are matinee people, mainly because of me.
Yes. But I like matinee people because I like small crowds.
Yeah.
I like to go in the daytime. I like to save a couple dollars. Not saying I'm cheap, but hey, it cost us $26 tonight just to get in. And it threw me aback. I was like, wow, $26? We're used to paying $15, $30 with popcorn, soda, movie, everything. So it was $26 just to see the movie. And I was a little disappointed with that. I'm not
You have been waiting for this movie.
Yeah, I've been waiting for the movie. I'm not a cheap guy, but hey, we save where we can,
Yeah. Well, we thank you guys for watching our review of Venom. We hope you go out there and see it. See it for yourself. And, let us know what you think.
Do that. Check it out. Let us know your thought in the comments. We'll keep you posted on our next video review.
Yeah.
And
'Cause we saw some really good previews for movies that are coming out, so we got more coming.
yeah. And a couple giveaways we got in mind too. So we'll keep you posted on that. Until then, peace.
Peace.
Ah.